So this is just another perspective of lowering the funding goal. Like who lowers funding goals when they're doing like GoFundMe's and fundraising and stuff, and why? So yeah, it's kind of strange that you could go from a $10,000 goal to like a less than $4,000 goal. There are a number of reasons, and in this particular case, I mean, we have done fundraising from two different online fundraisers. Um, of course, the GoFundMe was the most successful. There have been a couple, private donors and grants, and a lot of people that have donated or discounted, items and materials and stuff, building materials, paint, flooring, sheetrock, I think. So, the sink. I could probably, name 30 or 40 things if I really look back. And so that's not the only reason, but, we're getting close to the finish line on like the original goal, which was, to do the bathroom, the kitchen, widening doorways, and the wheelchair ramp being fixed, which wasn't a part of the fundraiser, but that's kind of how it all started. So the other thing is taking two of the other projects off of the goal, two of the other goals or whatever off of the fundraiser, and maybe doing a separate fundraiser later for them, which is the kids' bathroom and the kids' bedrooms, flooring, and rebuilding the bathroom, and taking, I guess, the dining room floor and stuff off. Things that we still need is going to be like more cabinets and storage space, but we're not really counting that right now because we don't know what we're going to find used or new, and the installation, materials and accessories for things that we've been given, donated, things we bought with the fundraising money, cost a lot of money to install. And I've talked about that briefly in other videos. Like, you can buy $500 worth of counters and cabinets and windows or whatever, and you may spend $300, $400, $500 or more just installing those things, putting molding, paint, trim, everything, flooring down. So I guess, like, saying we're close to the finish line, this is pretty much our stopping point. We just need X amount to pay for these accessories, which are a lot of, as mentioned, a lot of the costs were fronted by one of the volunteers, which we have to pay back. So we're guessing around $1,000 to pay him back, and to maybe finish up with a couple like lights or something, maybe a window, and that's pretty much it. Basically, $2,000 to $3,000 for doing the bathroom and the kids' bedroom, has been taken out of there since we're not doing the project. And like I said, the other things that we've gotten donated or discounted, money and material wise, has kind of taken up the slack for what we didn't get through the GoFundMe and the other online fundraiser. So yeah, we're pretty much at the finish line with this fundraiser. It still could be a few weeks or months before everything is done, because there's a lot of adjustments that need to be made on the design, and before the pencil hits the hammer or whatever, during, and then after, you know, adjustments have to be made. And sometimes those adjustments are usually, most of the time I should say, a lot of those adjustments cost money to do, more sheetrock or more framing, more, you know, plywood materials and stuff. So sometimes it's scrap pieces that are basically free, but for the most part, I think it's pretty much done. You know, we're gonna still update everybody on the progress, and yeah, keep donations coming because we still need about $1,000 to finish up.